Okay. How's it going, everybody? My name is Infamous Isaac, and I will never understand. I'm going on a little tangent, even though it's the beginning seconds of the video. I will never understand how storage works on phone because I've deleted so much stuff. I've recorded videos on this phone while I've been on vacation, and I've seen the timer for the videos or the timer that I have allotted to me while I'm recording go from like 11 minutes, 7 minutes to 31 minutes, and now it's at 25. And I literally, like, I've taken screenshots of the Zoom panel, so that has filled up my storage and updates, to apps and all that. So it varies for sure, but it's just really confusing to me seeing the number change so wildly every time I record a video. But I wanted to talk about just another, me talking, rambling about something like that. And this one is a little more vague, but there is a central idea in it. I know in my heart what I want to talk about, emotionally at least. And it's about a certain series, actually, that I really enjoy. It's Xenoblade Chronicles. I never played any of the games at all. I never played Xenogears. I never played Xenosaga. I never played Xenoblade Chronicles 1, 2, 3, or X, or Future Connected, Torna, none of that stuff. But I have watched 1, 2, and 3, Torna, never watched Future Connected, never watched X. I have seen the first mainline 3 games and nothing of the other ones before it from Monolith Soft. And I watched it from Chaka Conway and Nico B, 2 Let's Players that I've been watching, honestly, for a long time. Chaka Conway has been a staple in my childhood, and even till this day, I still watch his videos because it's just good content. They're good, sometimes wholesome, sometimes not wholesome, and I have to make that very clear. Wholesome, just fun. And Nico B is the same way, where it's just nice, good soul food. It's fun. And both of them have played the Xenoblade games on their channels. Chugga Conroy playing 1 and 2, and Nico B playing all 3 of them. He actually just finished it recently. I don't know if I'm gonna link their channels in the thing because I have to actually find a way to do that on my phone. But it's just super easy, but it's complicated. Whatever. And the way I got into them was through Trevor Conway because he did a Let's Play on Xenoblade Chronicles 1 in like 2014, and it was like 100 and something episodes long. It was super long because it's like 20-minute, 30-minute videos for each of them, so it's not gonna be able to cover everything so in a short amount of time. So it was super long, and I watched it through the entirety of it. And the best part about it was just that I never knew anything about it. This was at a time where I didn't know anything about JRPGs except for like Kingdom Hearts. I didn't know about the genre. All I knew was about Kingdom Hearts and maybe some other games like Pokemon, But that was my limited experience. So seeing this game was just so cool to me because I never seen a game like it, a game where you can go anywhere you want. If you can see it, that was his motto. If you can see it, you can go there. And that was such a staple in the series, or in the game at least. It was so fire to me. Every time that we would just see new chapters, new characters, learn about the story, see all the side quests in a 2009 game that wasn't even supposed to come out in the US, and it didn't do well in terms of numbers. But Trevor Conway played it, and he wanted to share it to the world. And that was just so beautiful to me, like in terms of that motive, but also in the game itself. The game is beautiful. Genuinely, if I ever get the chance to play it, and I mean ever, because I don't have a Switch, I don't have any of those games, and I don't have any money. I'm broke. So if I ever get the chance to play one of those games, I don't know how I'm gonna feel. I genuinely don't, because I've been looking forward to playing it for so long. Just like knowing the story has been enough, but man, if I ever do get a chance to play them, I don't know how I'm gonna feel. I don't know, like the title screen for Xenoblade Chronicles 1, the main title theme is one of the best songs that I've ever heard in a video game ever. It's such an emotional roller coaster, and if you haven't heard it, I really recommend it. Just Xenoblade Chronicles 1 or XBC1 title theme. That's it. It's 3 minutes. It's short, but it's beautiful. Genuinely amazing. and I feel like I would cry in the title screen. It's so good. But moving on from that, I haven't talked about Shulk, the main story. More than that, I'm not going to right now, but let me just move on to 2. He also played 2 on the channel. I saw him play 2 first, like 2020 and then like 2021, I think. So around the pandemic, and it was such a good multiplayer. Genuinely such a good one. And it reached even longer than the original Xenoblade Chronicles 1 because of Torna as well. So it was just so fire. I loved it. The characters were amazing. The story was amazing. I can't speak to the gameplay for any of these, but the story for 2 has to be my favorite, no doubt. It was so good. It was just like, oh my gosh, man. Sharing that community again for the second game, which people sometimes didn't like, some did. It's like judging the book by its cover type thing. Once you unpack the game and you see what it's made of, it's a better game than the first one, which is crazy because I thought the first game was amazing, but it's a better game, even with its art style change, even with its gacha game system. It's a better game. It's crazy. Story-wise, it's so good. And then you get to 3, and I can't speak on it right now because it's still fresh on my mind. It might be hype, but the story, I feel like it isn't as good as 2, but it's not bad at all. It's not bad. It does have its great moments, like the intro, Kamaravi and Ethel, the ending, like just fight in general, getting to the city, the sword, the giant sword and all that. Just, oh man, the villains were weak, I can say for sure, like except for like N and M and Z. But well, Z was alright. We could say like half of Z because his concept was cool, but he wasn't like that great. Like that game's story, animation, just all the way that it was updated from 2 and 1 is just like wow. The culmination of 2 great games into one great, amazing third game. It's like bro. And what I'm trying to say, like I also watched Nico be playing these games as well. Just wanted to say that. Like I watched him play Xenoblade Chronicles 1 time or 2 times. I watched him play 2 one time, and I just recently watched him play 3 one time. So I've watched both of these people play at least 2 of the games. So what I've been trying to say, like summarizing this, is just like these games, I wouldn't have known what they were if I wasn't introduced to YouTube and these channels. A big part of like the JRPG experience is some of my favorite stories of all time. I wouldn't have known about if it wasn't for the internet, and that's just kind of sad, but also I'm really thankful for it because I love them. Like I genuinely love them, and those games have definitely shown me more of like other games that I've seen and loved because these YouTubers have, I've followed them out ever since then. Like seen all the Kingdom Hearts games, seen Chrono Trigger, big last name, Chrono Trigger. Seeing all those crazy JRPGs or just any game in general, it's just like having that sense of community while watching those videos make the games better. And it's just such a nice experience because it's like the video I made a long time ago, or not a long time ago, but like a couple months ago in 2022. It was enjoying something with someone. It's like that. Even though I don't know any of these people except the YouTuber, and that's just through a vague lens of what they're showing us. It's so nice, so wholesome because those comments, they're just always so nice having that interaction. And it's just great because if you like the person that you're watching play, or that you're watching play the game, then you're gonna love the videos, And I love watching those channels, those YouTubers. I tune into them every day. It's like TV or watching a show that you like, except someone made that. Someone made the video that you're watching, and they're just like you. They live their life day to day. They try to make ends meet with the money that they get from YouTube, and they're not that different from you, like I said. So thinking of that, it's just like it inspires me so much to do this. Because if I didn't watch the YouTubers that I watched growing up, I probably wouldn't want to be a YouTuber. It wouldn't be an aspiration of mine. And going back to Xenoblade for a bit, I'm I'm an emotional guy, or at least I've recently come to be like these past 2 years. So just seeing those games, it really just gets me. Like, it really tugs on my heartstrings. Like Xenoblade Chronicles One is a game that few games have managed to do, where they just get me. They really get me, like on a One Piece type of level, like Fullmetal Alchemist, Steins Gate, like on that type of Breaking Bad, even some Better Call Saul, where they just get me. They really get me emotional. Like few things have done that to me, and I'm glad that Xenoblade Chronicles One, Two, even Three can manage to do that. Like, and again, it all harkens back to that YouTube thing where it's like I wouldn't be doing this right now, recording the video, and on the floor, literally no bed, no chair, no desk, no nothing, with my phone facing the floor so it doesn't show anything. Just talking to you guys, and it brightens up my day when I'm able to talk to some people in the comments, because it shows people are watching. And like, again, I make these videos whether people are watching or not, whether I get one view like on the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure video, or whether I get 190 views like on the Iran car video that I made like 2 weeks ago, you know. But having that interaction, because I don't comment on videos, so I understand. If you don't comment on videos, I completely understand. You just don't want to. So people actually commenting, it's just like, there are people. It serves as a reminder, like there are people watching, and it kind of gets me emotional because progress is being made. The work that I've been trying to put in, making videos as best and as often as I can, without disregarding what I want them to be, or at least trying not to, has been paying off. Because again, like I said in the New Year's video, I like compared to where I was last year, I think I had like 26 something subs around there, and now I'm at 45. I'm close to 50. I just tore a scab. Oh my goodness, by accident. Ah, that hurt. But it's generally just progress, and I'm ready to now. But it's all kind of connected. From Xenoblade and the YouTube side to my YouTube side, it's all about community, and it's hard to build that with so little interaction between the YouTuber and the people watching. So if I'm able to do that at some point, if people know that I'm thankful for the people that watch, and just try to do my best effort, not trying to sacrifice any quality. And even though literally this is just a black video, I can't edit anything right now. Like, I'm trying my best to just put everything into this one. So, with that being said, honestly, this video devolved. This video devolved from what I wanted it to be, but I'm still happy the way it turned out. Overall, it's just community. That's the main theme of this, where community can come in many different ways, whether it's being in person or being behind a screen. And I don't like the phrase parasocial relationship with YouTubers is a real thing, and I don't want that, because I don't know any of you, and that can kind of suck, because I remember Markiplier when he did a 6 million subs video reacting to everybody, like that realization came to him. So I don't want that to be like, oh, I know him, like we're a stick of thieves type stuff, and that sounds arrogant. I have 45 subscribers, but that's not happening. But apologies for that. It's just parasocial relationship is different from community. I just wanted to make that clear, very clear. But yeah, community, it can come from anywhere, from the people you love, from the people that you don't even know, or a Discord server. But it's gonna be it for me for now. Thank you all for watching. Hope y'all enjoy. I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.